a man experiencing or living a life I had only read about and heard about in the Bible. His ability to live in a transcendent realm, to go into the future, to go into the past, to see things that no ordinary man would see.
The man you are about to meet is by no means ordinary. Some say he is one of the prophets of old. Some say Elisha is back. Others call him God's voice to this generation. What is beyond the debates making rounds across the globe is that this is a prophet, one appointed to establish the children of God into their heavenly dominion here on earth. On the 2nd of December, 2014, the prophet decreed an advancement for the children of God working in the NSSF, marked by the sign of the deputy shaking.
I see NSSF. How many people want to pray for that list? How many people are there? There's something about the children of God there. Lord, as you have begun a new work there, when we shall see the deputy shaking, then we shall know, Father, that your household, who are these your people, shall start to ascend.
Over a year later, it was announced in the news that the deputy director of the NSSF had been suspended and put on forced leave.
Officials of the National Social Security Fund, NSSF, have confirmed that the board has set Deputy Managing Director Geraldine Sali Busulwa on forced leave, which takes immediate effect.
Three things that are significant to note about this prophecy is that it specified the position of the deputy in the NSSF organization, and that the shaking would be a sign for God's children.
The prophet had told us that when we see the deputy shaking, then we shall take it as a sign that his children, the children of God, are ascending.
Also, by the time of this mention, the deputy had never been the subject of a major scandal and was relatively unknown, pointing to the accuracy of this prophetic anointing.
The word that Prophet Elvis Mbonye had given to National Social Security Fund as an organization, how did that impact your workplace and for all the children of God that were in that place?
Well, a prophetic word had come prior in 2014 from Prophet Elvis Mbonye, and he had said there would be a shaking at the NSSF, but when that shaking is happening, it would be a sign to the children of God in the organization that it is time for them to ascend. I personalized it. I wrote myself a letter of promotion, and the position wasn't even there, so I went with that letter to the point of contact that day. And then one morning, I'm at my desk, it's a Monday morning, a call came through at about 10 a.m. and one of the managers told me that they wanted me on their team and they had created a position that suited me. And I was excited because to me, the word had come to pass. I said yes, and they even told me, we didn't expect you to say yes that quickly. I said yes, 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 because I knew that this was the fulfillment of that prophetic word in my life. So it's amazing what the God of Prophet Elvis Mbonye can do and will do for his children. Right from 2017, we had a child of God who prays at Prophet Elvis Mbonye Ministries as the best employee of the year. 2018, we had two of them being at the top, and we have had also several promotions of the children of God. The performance of the organization itself wasn't that great. Right now, it's the best in East Africa. I can say that there's been great change for even the organization. And I believe it's because of the prophetic word that came forth and the hand of God being upon NSSF as an organization.
Why would it be important for children of God like yourself to ascend, just like Prophet Elvis Mbonye had said, in such a workplace?
It's very important that the children of God take dominion in the National Social Security Fund and any other national organization, so that it is known that it is God that is taking care of NSSF and other organizations. We are the ones that the Lord has placed in organizations to bring the word forth so that he takes charge. It was amazing that National Social Security Fund had been mentioned in a prophecy. He called out someone, and then she was our point of contact. Then he says, everyone that works in NSSF, please come up front. And he specifically mentioned that it will be the deputy managing director. It was not, obscure. It was to the point that it was the deputy managing director. So I knew that if something has been spoken of my workplace, it is about me. Because I have seen many prophecies that he has given, and they've come to pass. So I knew that there's no way we were going to remain in the same position. From the time he mentioned about staff in NSSF, the Children of God Rising, I have risen twice.
The impact that this fulfillment of this prophecy has had years after the prophecy was given and has come to pass, for him to give such an award and years later it still has an impact. What did that speak to you? What did that tell you?
Specifying the deputy shaking was really so astounding that I began to consider what kind of prophet can give such a word, and if it comes to pass precisely as he had said, then there must be something that we have to open our eyes to. At the time the word was given, I had actually not started attending Zoe Fellowship, but when it started unfolding, I knew that yes, at the time he prophesied, then he was seeing me. So I began to develop a lot of confidence and expectation in me. And at the time when it was being fulfilled, I had just joined the organization and I was on temporary terms. But 2 months later, I was confirmed with a better contract and better terms. And I can also let you know that I'm no longer in that position. I actually took off another position, which is much better.
When that word was given in 2014, there was a time period of a year. And during that time period of a year, we had Do You Believe in Prophecy? This was a message that went out to everyone out there to listen and know that there is a prophet in the land, and what he says will surely come to pass. Probably this wouldn't even have happened if she only had listened. In the section that I work, we had not had promotions in a very, very long time. And surely when this word came, we felt excited. I saw my promotion come, like after 7 years, and I all attribute it to the power of prophecy.
The children of God, just as prophet said, that his household, those of his household, began to ascend. So many have taken up managerial positions. So many who have been confirmed, who are on temporal contracts, are now having permanent jobs, getting amazing testimonies, promotions coming in. We are at the peak of excellence of the organization. Personally, I was the best in my section. More of the staff who are working there became part of Prophet Elvis Mbonye Ministries. Unlike any other prophet, the authority he carries is so unmatched that nothing could come in between it, much as we could see the arbitration coming in, the court cases coming in, all kind of influential influence was tried here and there, and you could see that, and some people thought that actually the deputy managing director is going to come back to her position because of the way she tried to get to the influential people. But to me, it communicated that if Prophet Elvis Mbonye has spoken a word, you don't need to look at elsewhere. There is nothing else you are going to consider. That word has to come to pass because it is coming from the throne of God.
We always have what we call point of contact. Personally, I believed until I saw it coming to pass. And in 2018, that's when I got my promotion. And that's when I became the best employee of the year in our business section, employee of the year, NSSF.
As a nation privileged with a gift unlike any before it, a prophet who speaks straight from the throne room as the very oracle of God, positioning us both as a national course changer and a point of contact with the entire world. We honor and celebrate Prophet Elvis Mbonye.